Good morning. Hello. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And yeah, sorry for the confusion I might have caused, or I don't know, it happens. It's not really my fault. So actually, I had said last week that I won't be streaming on Monday and will be returning on Tuesday. But I also made a community post about this just this morning, because I remembered, some people might not have heard me say this or would be confused maybe if I don't stream suddenly. And so I made a community post that I won't be streaming today, but we'll be back tomorrow. And then like 20 minutes ago or half an hour ago, I got a call that my appointment has to be moved because, the doctor is sick. And it's moved to tomorrow, actually, because the appointment where I go to, they switch doctors all the time. So yeah, I will go to my appointment tomorrow morning and not be streaming tomorrow. And I was like in my head, oh no, if I don't stream today and don't stream tomorrow, this is not good. I cannot do this. So I decided quickly that I will stream today because I have the time now to stream. It's no problem. But I won't be streaming tomorrow. That's why I deleted the first community post and wrote a second one in the hopes that, at least some people, will be notified that I'm streaming today, but not tomorrow. So we will see. And I was very happy to see that Mark is already here. Hello, good morning. Oh, and Lisa's here too. Hello. Oh no, Lisa is having a rough night. Oh no. What's going on? Is it your health or something else if you want to share? I'm also glad that you're here, Mark. Oh, and I ordered, because I saw you just now, I ordered Wuthering Heights, the book, because I feel like I started listening to it, but I got always distracted. And so I said, okay, I need the book. And because Easter's coming up, I might have some more time to read while I'm with my family at my parents' house. So that's why I just ordered it right now. Lisa, my mental health, oh no, it's not healthy. My brain not braining. So everything's like, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope, I don't know how we can help you, can send good energy. I hope you feel better soon. But I know, it's just, one of those days probably. Mark, I completely forgot about you having told. That wouldn't be a stupid. I took this note that I should make notifications as well on the community tabs, or however it's called. Just not everyone is watching each stream, or not everyone is listening in the whole time, because we are all doing stuff. And so or some people just forget. So, and still, I wanted to be good today and made this community post. I'm not streaming on Monday. I will be back on Tuesday. And then everything got switched around again. Hello, Jelisa. Guten Morgen. Can't stay long. Have to leave for work in 1.5 hours, but I will be streaming tonight. Oh, yes. Awesome. So I will share the link soon, and I will also make a note to myself. Probably it's again probably in it, or I will have a look when you're exactly streaming. Oh, Lisa, I have a bad reading OCD, and it went away for a while and is now back in full force and kicking my butt. What do you mean by that? Reading OCD? I mean, how does it work? That you can't stop reading, or you have to explain it to me a bit more? And now it's back in full force. Damn it. And hi to Mark, MJ, and Anya. Everyone saying hi. But yeah, especially with some things, it's even worse when things got better and then come back, you know. And then you feel that's why it's mentally so straining, you know, when things, especially when they are like this, you that's why definitely. Okay, you explain a bit more. I get in my head about missing small bits or not listening well enough. Ah, okay. So I've read 5 books this month, but now my brain is telling me I need to go reread them all or some of them. Okay, and that's why it's it's very frustrating because like a few days ago I was fine. Oh no. And can you do something about this? I mean, this feeling, I could imagine if you maybe, I don't know, I'm no expert, but my first thought that comes to mind is while you're reading or that you're maybe taking notes or stuff or annotating, and then when you go back, this gives you the feeling, okay, I have been here. I don't know. It's just I don't know how to make it go away. And have you the possibility to, I don't know, talk to someone about it who might be an expert with OCD and stuff? Yeah, yeah, I can imagine that you cannot stop thinking about this, and then, yeah, like I said, my first thought would be trying to write stuff down, but like I said, I'm also no expert, so it might be worthwhile if it really is. I'm struggling with my English. If it really is influencing you in such a bad way that you feel really mentally bad about it, then maybe it's good to search for someone, some ways. Usually, you find lots of stuff. I'm pretty sure you're not the only one with this problem. With I've never heard of this. I mean, but still, it's just exposure therapy. I just got to push through it. And I'm thinking probably the best thing to do is just to accept my past self or just reread a few. But rereading feels like going backwards. Yeah, which is not fun. Yeah, definitely. My past self decided it was fine to write down that I had finished stuff. But my current self is like deciding my past self was wrong. Yeah, so you're like battling yourself with your past self. Yeah, okay, so you already tried with, like, writing down you did it already? But like I said, maybe if you just I don't know, if you Google for I can imagine that other people also have this problem. I don't know, and maybe you find some help through that, you know, or some ideas what you could do about it. Okay, let me set up our first sprint. 40 minutes. I mean, I also wouldn't want to, but you feel so compelled that you have to reread stuff. I'm sorry, I just still thinking about what Lisa is writing. Okay, so let's sprint. And yeah, like I said, maybe use the time to Google it. I don't know. Maybe I hope you find some solution for you, Lisa. So see you soon. Enjoy the sprint. Okie dokie. Sprint number 1 is over. How did everybody do? I'm quite happy. I journaled during the sprint and had some good insights for my beach house novel. Just little tidbits, about it's still quite personal story. The underlying tones, I try to work in stuff. I mean, this happens automatically, but I know that this is about some stuff that's going on with myself, and my childhood and everything. So I was journaling about this and had some good ideas how I can build this in more in my character to make it feel more personal and more real, the story, not just something that I made up, but that has this personal connection to me as a writer. So because I feel like this will make the character feel more real when you put some more of yourself into the character. I mean, into all of the characters, kind of. So yeah, that's why I'm quite happy, because I had a good idea, also scenic already, how I can bring some of that in. It's just good to, I talked about this before, that with the whole editing stuff, editing the novel, I felt so estranged from it, and I felt the need to go back to the creative process. I know it might sound stupid for some of you who know that I've been working on it for such a long time, but I still feel like I don't know, I cannot really explain, but it's not ready. It's not done. And so that's why I wanted to take the time, because I will let it rest anyways, the manuscript, to just, if something comes up, go in this direction and write it down. Just no pressure. And if it's good, it's like a good idea like that one, why not put it in? It doesn't throw overboard the whole story or anything. It's just a little, like with a painting, when you add little more details, and then I hopefully get to the point where I feel like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I also realized during the sprint that I forgot to show today's card. I was so into Lisa's comments, because I was so curious about the reading OCD she talked about, that it got me distracted. And I quickly Googled it, because I wanted to know, there must be more people. And it seems like quite some people, or it's quite, I don't want to say common, but quite some people also have this reading OCD, because I never heard of this one before. Cool Gamer joined us. Thomas is here. Hello. And JC also joined us. Yeah, I'm so sorry again. I even wrote Thomas a DM on Instagram, because I was like, oh, I don't know. He probably saw my first community post that I won't be streaming, and I also talked about this last week, and I felt so bad. But then you already showed up here in the chat, so it wouldn't even didn't need to write a message. But yeah, so sorry for that. And yes, well, you're here, Jessie said, so that's what matters. And I'm really glad to see you tonight. I'm also very happy that I can be here. And yeah, it always feels good when an appointment is thrown out. But like I said before, I will be going there tomorrow. And so yeah, I have to skip tomorrow's stream then. Oh, I shared Jalisa's stream, which is already set up. If you want to go to Jalisa's channel, it will be like 4 a.m. my time. But if any of you guys who are up at this time, in your time, then yeah, you can have a look at Jalisa's MJ Miller at the channel from MJ Miller. And I shared the link with you guys. Yes. Oh yeah. Hi, Gay. I kind of skipped your comment. Hello, hello. Very helpful for me to connect with my inner writer again. Awesome. Stream of consciousness today. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like right now. After my editing, months of editing, I really felt like I need to go back to my inner writer. I want to write, and I really love this journaling writing, with the just writing what comes to mind. And usually it's just really relaxing for me and calms me down, but it also helps me to work through stuff, get some ideas. And if I could, I would just sit down for hours and just write like that. Maybe I should do this all the time. But what I also did, because my problem usually is when I have like 30, 40 journals filled with this stream of consciousness writing. And at some point I said, I need to transcribe it, and to make it digital, but I never really did. I sometimes started and then stopped again because it's boring to go through the old stuff. But now I really try to, okay, I had an idea, quickly skip, go to the computer and write down this idea, that I at least have it saved in digital form. So I try to do it like that now, so that I don't lose it just in my journal. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not really lost, because still I work through stuff, still I got some ideas, but like I said, some ideas get lost maybe. And so, yeah. It's so true. One more scene. But yeah. Like I said, I don't feel confident. I mean, it's my second novel. That's why I know that it's the right process for me. I cannot, in good conscience, or how do you say, I don't feel good about it right now in a way that I say I can publish this one. And sometimes I felt like I should just put it into a drawer and forget about it altogether, delete it. But yeah, then I feel like, no, there's just something still missing. I don't know how to explain this, but because I went through the same process with my first novel, and I eventually came to the point where I knew, that's it. I got it finally. But yeah, maybe I will never reach this point, but maybe I will just let it flow, let it rest, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. You guys, when you can, yeah, watch the process kind of live unfold with the streams. Oh yeah, and they can relate with the writing probably in the journal, and then what to do about it, about all the stuff you write out. But like I said, this writing itself, journaling, stream of consciousness writing, just feels so good in itself. So that's why I love doing it, and I'm very happy to be able to do it right now and not having to edit. Okay. And I honestly was thinking, because I really struggle so much with the editing, how do other people, like, how do discovery writers, like, I was thinking of Stephen King because we talked about him last week. I would love to know how he does it. He's like writing lots of things, and he has this big manuscripts. Does he just send them off to an editor and they make something out of it? I don't think so. I think I read online, I looked it up last week, that he's actually also editing, and probably only then he sends out. But how does it work for some writers? It takes ages. Oh, this would be a good. April 1st, 2025. Anya pulls manuscript out of drawer after a year's rest. Oh, it's perfect. This would be so good. Yeah. And maybe that's really what it needs, some rest. And then I can look at it again with fresh eyes. So let's sprint some more. Let's do a 50-minute sprint. Oh, but still, I want to show you today's card. While the ad plays in the background, I can show you the card I pulled for us today, the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about planting seed for projects that will come to fruition later, you know. It's the beginning of something that will be successful. So it's a good card. I don't know what the booklet said. The Ace card. I planned my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. The beginning of a new venture or task and new ideas, planting seeds for the future. This sounds good. Perfect card again for April. No, not for April, but for spring season. New stuff is growing. So let's sprint. Just set the timer to 15 minutes. 50 minutes. Sorry. Oh, Kaiko. Hello, hello. Hi, the chat takes so long to show up. Oh no, is it? Perfect car for Aries season. Yes, it's Aries season. My sun sign. Hi, the chat takes so long to show up. Yeah, YouTube probably. I don't know. So let's, yeah, and sometimes, yeah, people talked about this, that you have to how do you say? Reload the page to have the live chat, you know. So, and this happens to me too sometimes when I'm watching a stream. I should be writing my term paper, but I have to redirect the entire topic. Oh no, I wanted to write because I can't find any sources and texts on it. Oh no. Maybe you can use the sprint to do some research. Oh, because YouTube has a stupid new layout. Some are still lucky to not have it, but it's awful. Oh, I don't have the new layout. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's sprint. 15 minutes. Enjoy. Okie dokie. That was our 15-minute sprint. And how did everybody do? Let me just get rid of the ticker. And yeah, JC went to bed and wishes everyone a great day. We had quite a long chat with Kaiko and I about German authorities. It's like a German financial support office. I don't know how to explain this. So you can apply for financial help with, for instance, it's like student loans, a little bit like that. When you're a student, you can get money, receive money from the state, and I think it works like a loan. You can, or you would have to pay some part of it back, but I'm not really sure. I don't know how it really works. But we will also apply for it for my daughter when she goes on her exchange year, because then you also get some financial support from the state for that. And the good thing about this is that we won't have to pay it back. So that's why we definitely will apply and hope. And it depends on how much money you earn as parents, so, but we might have a good chance. I already calculated a little bit online to receive some money because we're not that rich, and so that's a good thing for us. Yeah, and sometimes you just need to rant about problems with financial institutions, which can be really stressful and create a lot of anxiety, which why I always think we need to tell politics to find solutions for something like a universal basic income or something like that, because just think about it, you wouldn't have to stress about filling out any documents anymore. You just receive a certain amount of money each month, everyone, and then you decide what to do with it and how to spend it. And yeah, this would be so cool if this was possible. It would take so much pressure off so many people, and it also would take so much of this, I don't want to say if it's guilt or shame, there's so much stuff going on with this when you have to apply or reapply or fill out documents again and again and again. You're always treated not very kindly, so yeah, that's why I also hate everything that like entails dealing with authorities and finances and stuff. So I ate breakfast, Keiko says. I ate breakfast and opened my dogs for my fanfic. Awesome. Finally something cool to talk about, something positive. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, you explained it a little bit. Yeah, so school student BAföG is free. Uni student BAföG has to be paid back 5 years after the last payment, and it's it's a certain amount that you have to pay back. Okay, yeah. I didn't apply for BAföG as a student. I don't know if I would have. I mean, it's a long time ago. I would have been able to receive. I just remember that I also struggled financially as a student, but mostly also because I received money from my parents, and this was, and I only worked. I worked on the side for my university, my professor, but I remember that I pulled off the last money from my account towards the end of the month because was a little bit different. But somehow I always struggled with towards the end of the month, and especially when I always looked out for when the telephone bill would come. So that I knew I need a certain amount of money on my account, and the rest I took off, or I don't really remember, but but it wasn't that bad. I didn't really suffer. It was mainly because I didn't want to ask, for instance, my parents to raise my financial support, or I could have worked more. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who struggle a lot more as students. Oh, my BAföG is a special BAföG for the last year, and I have to pay back everything of it. Oh, yeah. It's probably also dependent on how old you are or how long you study. Yeah, that's the pressure you have then. And when you need financial support, let's say from your parents or from authorities, then you, of course, have a lot more pressure, which can be good or bad, with finishing on time with the studies and all of that. Yeah, see, I'm over the Höchst. That's how it's called. It's a good German word again, Höchstförderungszeit. Oh yes, and because of COVID, yeah, and that's it. Often, that's what I always hate about it. You have they say, okay, you can have this and that much time to study. But usually there are certain reasons. It's not just because you're slow or lazy or anything that you take longer, because you sometimes have to study for longer because people have to work on the side. I knew lots of people who had a full-time job or like lots of work hours and on the side, and so that's why they couldn't take all the seminars on time, for instance, or you have family stuff and COVID happening. So there are a lot of logical reasons why you might need longer to study. It's just an example, and then you will be treated like like you're lazy or slow by some people at the authorities. Not everyone is like that, but it always feels bad, and that's why it's this cycle of guilt, and it's just negative feelings for everyone. Yeah, I also wouldn't know the English term. So far, I get the same amount like last time. They have to pay me 5K. Yeah, I have a student job on the side, and just because I can earn up to $520 doesn't mean I get that every month. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When you have to probably look out for how much you earn, because otherwise you get into trouble with the BAföG. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember everything. Like I said, I didn't receive BAföG as a student. Yeah, but it's just one example for financial stress you can have in your life, and how this has such a big impact. You talked about that even as a child, as a 14-year-old, you had so much pressure financially with your decisions about school and everything, because your parents also were dependent on that. I mean, this just shouldn't be like that, and yeah, don't even get started with that. Yeah. People in the US won't understand what this is. Germans have to pay everyone that owns I don't know, simplified, everyone that owns a TV or a computer, which is like everyone. Otherwise, you kind of have to prove. I think even when you have a car with a radio in it, I don't know, but I think everyone who has the possibility to watch TV or listen to the radio has to pay a certain amount of money every 3 months to a public institution, and this money goes to the public broadcasting stations that we have in Germany. So we kind of all pay together for the public broadcasting, which is, I think, a good thing. It was instated after World War II to make sure that there is widespread spectrum of public broadcasting that isn't influenced by politics, for instance, because of Hitler's propaganda and everything. They tried to find a system or create a system that cannot be influenced by one political party, for instance. And so every German kind of has to pay up for this public broadcasting, which is really, really big. So a lot of people complain that they have too much money, that the normal people have to pay too much. I don't know how much the amount exactly is. For something like, I think they spend lots of money on football broadcasting, for instance, stuff like that. And people complain because kind of we pay for it. So yeah, I don't know if this is unique. I know in the UK. Hi, Ian. Good morning. Just thinking of the UK, there's also public broadcasting, isn't there? How is the system in the UK? I'm guessing you also kind of pay for it with but I don't know. I'm not sure with taxes or it would be interesting to learn about that. Yes, many students lived in poverty in their childhood. Yeah. And that's why some of them want to study so they can get a job where they earn enough to be never poor. Exactly. That's a big reason why so many people want to study, because this will kind of make sure that you get a job where you earn more money than you have. The channel Passport 2 made a good video explaining the TV thing here in Germany. Ooh, okay. I will look it up. Maybe I can share. Is it in English? Sounds like that. Maybe I can share for anyone who might be interested in that. Yes, we have a license fee for the same reason. And I think it's all our system is based on the BBC system, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's something in the back of my head that, like I said, it was because of after World War II, and of course, Britain played a big role in setting up the system. That's why I think it's based on your system. Yes, it's in. Okay, I will look it up and share it during the final sprint. Let's do a 15-minute sprint. And because people last time enjoyed our 50-minute cookie timer so much, it's more about how Germany shows the news and how the US does, but he also explains the TV system. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's also interesting. Yeah. The differences in how the news are created, or what is shown in the news, in the daily news. And Germans, especially older ones, not I don't do that, but especially older Germans, watch really regularly at 8 o'clock p.m. It's news time, and you shouldn't call a German at this time at 8 p.m. because then they are watching usually the news on one of these public broadcasting channels, and it's kind of how do you say, it's kind of impolite if you call someone at this time. So I don't call my parents at 8 p.m. because I know they will be watching the news. So funny, but it's something about German lifestyle. So here we go, our final sprint. Enjoy the cookie timer. Okie dokie. That's the end of my Monday stream. I hope you have a great day or night. And I will be back on Wednesday. I think I will set up Wednesday stream right now so that I won't forget. And yeah, see you then. And thanks for the great time, because I'm quite happy with the ideas I got during the sprints. So see you soon, my friends. Ciao, ciao, ciao.